And it was a horrible game to watch, and it was just depressing. It was like an FCS school put on Michigan uniforms and went and played Notre Dame. I mean, Notre Dame did not play great. They just played solid. They just played. They just strapped it up, went on the field, and didn't make any mistakes. I mean, there was nothing razzle-dazzle about it. It was almost like they were just going through the motions, really. And that's sad. They weren't even really. I don't want to say they weren't trying, but they were playing hard, but they didn't do anything spectacular. There was no gut-wrenching, bone-jarring plays. I mean, they just won. They just beat Michigan. They were just the better team all around in every aspect. Special teams, defense, offense. They were just a better team. And Michigan's got the athletes. I don't know what to say. I don't know. I mean, just watching that game, it was like they didn't want to be there. That's the way I put it. They acted like they didn't want to even be there. It's like that game was kind of getting in the way of other things that they were going to be doing later. Maybe, I don't know. They were not inspired. There was no heart. Their discipline was horrible. The offensive line was just manhandled. And this is supposed to be the big offensive line that's going to return Michigan football back to the grinded out stuff. And they just got worked. I mean, at one point, the center, poor kid, I mean, he just got muscled. He got muscled all the way back into his quarterback. It was crazy. I mean, it's just one of the most crazy things. Yeah. I really don't know what to say. I mean, as a Michigan fan, I'm going to continue to be a Michigan fan. But as a Michigan fan, and I'm not going to sit here and say, "Well, we did great, and we did this, and we did that, and the kids will bounce back." And this is college football. You got 4 years. You got 4 years to make an impact. And this year, there's a playoff. Be it what it is. I think they should expand it to 8 games, personally, but. Be what it is. Be whatever they call it. You can't drop games like this. You can't. I mean, I'm looking at a 5-6 win season again, and Brady Hoke had a 6-win season last year, I think, or 5-win season, and he's going down. He's losing ground. He's not improving the team at all. It's depressing. It's just depressing all around. I feel like a Cowboys fan. And speaking of Cowboys, let's get off this because I'm getting depressed. We're supposed to be having a good week. Let's go into the NFL, shall we? Jeez, oh, Pete. Now, my team's playing tonight. Lions on Monday Night Football. But I will tell you, going into tonight's games, that I have an edge, a 1-game edge on Nate, which will probably be sustained because we both picked the Lions and the Cardinals to win. So I will win week 1. And it was a bloodbath. It was horrible. Starting with Thursday night, I picked the Seahawks. Nate had the Packers as the upset. And Seattle just, totally... how do I put this? Well, last time I saw a beating like that, it involved a ball gag and a safe word. It was a beatdown. Sunday, in overtime, Atlanta. I picked Atlanta. Nate picked the Saints. In overtime, Atlanta comes back from behind and defeats the New Orleans Saints. And, boy, that was a good game. The next game is Cincinnati and Baltimore. Both of us picked the Bengals. The Bengals did not. They did not disappoint as they won 23-16. Buffalo, Chicago, did not see this one coming. In overtime, Buffalo defeats Chicago in Soldier Field, 23-20. Now this next one is, Nate picked the Texans, and I called them crazy. But this is really two bad teams playing each other. But Washington got beat by Houston in Houston 17-6. I picked the Redskins on that one. And yes, I'm calling them the Redskins. I'm not buying into this politically correct BS that's going around now. They're the Washington frickin' Redskins. They've been the Washington Redskins for over 50 years, almost 60 years. Now you're going to make a big deal out of it? Really? Hypocrites. Anyway, the Patriots of Miami. There is nobody within the sound of my voice. If you picked Miami over New England, tweet me right now, and I will call you a liar to your face. Nobody, and I mean nobody, in the planet picked Miami to defeat the New England Patriots. But they did. New England rolled into Miami and let them hang around. It was 20-10 at the first half. New England comfortably ahead. Then all of a sudden, they just stopped scoring. Third and fourth quarters, nothing. And Miami had 23 unanswered points to win 33-20. Tom Brady went 29 for 56 with 249 passing yards, one passing touchdown, but he got sacked 4 times. Their leading rusher was Vereen with seven rushes for 36 yards. Leading receiver for the Patriots, Edelman, with 6 picks for 95 yards, and Gronkowski on his return, 4 picks for 40 yards and a touchdown. But other than that, not very good stats are in New England. Tannehill went 18 for 32, 178 yards, 2 TDs, 1 interception, and 1 sack. They still pulled it out. Their leading rusher, 24, K. Moreno, had 24 rushes for 134 yards and a TD. And I tell you, no one saw this. I will call you a friggin' liar. I'll do it to your face. Tweet me. Tell me that you picked Miami over New England. Tell me. There's no friggin' way. So, right out the gate, Miami. The Miami Dolphins, the 4-win Miami Dolphins from last year, sit atop the AFC East. That is crazy. Oh, my God, that's crazy. Nobody saw that coming. Both picked the Jets. Jets, of course, defeated the Oakland Raiders. Again, 2 bad teams playing each other, so it's kind of hard to get excited about it. But the Jets won 19-14 over Oakland. Philadelphia and Jacksonville, I picked the Eagles. Well, we both picked the Eagles, and they were true to form, 34-17 over the Jacksonville Jaguars. But here's a surprise. Cleveland, my upset special, stuck with Pittsburgh all the way to the end and lost 30-27. But that was a closer game. At one point, Cleveland was up. They were ahead. I thought my upset was going to come to fruition, but that was my loss, and Nate picked the Steelers. And then we go to Minnesota and St. Louis. Again, two bad teams, but I was going to give the nod to the home team, so I picked the Rams because Minnesota's supposedly not that good this year. Holy cow, they hung 34 on them, 34-6. That's the final there in St. Louis, and St. Louis is bad. Oh, they're bad. They're bottom dwellers. That's NFC West. Worst team is going to be the Rams. They're not good. They're horrible. I was watching part of that game, and they're just not good at all. San Francisco and Dallas. Of course, I picked San Francisco. They did not disappoint as they worked Dallas 28-17, but even wasn't that close. Dallas scored a little bit, some scores late in the fourth quarter. But your boy Romo, for all you Romo fans out there. 23 for 37, 281 yards, one TD pass, but 3 interceptions and 3 sacks. So, yeah, there's that. Then Harris fumbled the ball twice. So, you have 5 fumbles in that loss to San Francisco. San Francisco, hey, man, they're the real deal. They played tough. They played hard, and they're going to be one of the – it's going to be down to Seattle and San Francisco again out there in the West. And with the Cardinals in a position to stir this pot a little bit, but I don't think they're going to be, they're not going to make too much noise, but they could. Be interesting to see. Panthers and Bucks. I picked the Panthers. 20-14 was the final there. Tampa Bay coming back in the final minutes to make it close, but it really wasn't all that close. Carolina was all over it with their backup quarterbacks. Cam Newton did not play. He was benched with sore ribs, so it's a good thing. They kind of sat him out. Tampa Bay's kind of a pushover. And then last night, Denver really had Indianapolis on the ropes for the whole game. Right there at the end, Luck staged a comeback, to kind of make it close. But in the end, it was Denver 31-24, and it wasn't as close as that. It was pretty much a butt kick. And we both picked the Broncos. So right now, as a sitting, I've got 6 losses to Nate's 7 as we go into the Lions-Cardinals tonight. So I'm just going to go ahead and claim the win because it doesn't matter who wins or who loses tonight. We both picked the same ones to win, so I win week 1 by one game. All right, we're going to take a break. When we get back, we'll close this thing out, talk about what's going to happen. Talk about what's going to happen this week with some other shows here on Armed Radio Global. So stick around. Thanks for joining me. This is Mike Allen on Monday Morning Brew on the Armed Radio Global Network.
The small city of Rockton, Illinois, is stunned by the brutal and senseless murder of an entire family, leaving only the father to pick up the pieces of his shattered life. 2 rookie detectives are at odds, but before they get a chance to stop him, the killer strikes again. Will Detective Max Larkin and Detective Jesse Fairlane put their personal differences aside so they can stop the killer from striking again? Find out in the new suspense thriller, Time Killer, from author Todd M. Theed. Available in hardcover, softcover, and Kindle at Amazon.com.
There is nothing in this world that can make or break your day like a comfortable pair of shoes. And if you're a woman like me, then the perfect shoes are as seductive as the perfect full-bodied wine coupled with a smooth, dark Belgian chocolate. Or a steaming hot bubble bath at the end of a long day. Let's be real, ladies. The perfect pair of shoes can even be better than spine-tingling, bone-melting, body-shivering. Well, you know what I mean. So, where do you get your perfect pair of shoes? Savvy Souls, where chic meets comfort at the intersection of satisfaction, swank, and trendy. Go to www.forsavvysouls.com for 50 to 70% off on the latest spring styles, or find them on Facebook today.
Savino Wine Preservation System is wine preservation glassware. Savino is an easy-to-use wine preservation system that allows you to enjoy your favorite wines anytime without waiting for an occasion. Open any bottle with confidence, knowing that you can enjoy the full original flavor of Tuesday's wine on Saturday. For more information, visit us at www.savinowine.com. Today's wine, tomorrow. Hi, now I know you hear Joe Rocks and the Dog on their weekly restaurant reviews on Night Talk, 10 p.m. Eastern. And boy, these two like to eat. Right, boys? Well, here's something to review right from your house. Eat24. That's right, Eat24.com. With over 25,000 restaurants for you to choose from when you're hungry. Many in your area. So review that, boys. Eat24.com. Click, order, and eat. Eat24.com.
Your search for love and companionship ends here. Join now at TalkToSingles.com for free. It's a new, high-quality, internet-based personal dating service that allows single men and single women to meet and engage in electronic conversation in the safety and comfort of their home computer. It's a dedicated team providing online dating services for successful matchmaking. Join today absolutely for free and start connecting with singles in your area now. And check out the Android app. Go to TalkToSingles.com. That's talk, number 2, singles.com.
I bust a shot on them. and one. For real though, I'm trying to see what that thing do.
What up, this your boy Majesty the God. Make sure you go pick up the hottest single that's out right now, All Systems Go, on iTunes.